Happy Labor Day to those fellow clashers out there. You've worked hard all year, breaking your back. I don't know whether you're picking up pins or busting a sweat or if it's just mental anguish. Today is a good day. Hopefully you're off. Hopefully you get a little bit of a break, or hopefully if you are at work, they treat you well. Welcome to Clash of the Podcast. Today we are going to be talking about Clash in Paris. We have Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. Get our quick thoughts out about that. I think we're going to be talking some fourth rope. Sean's got some interest. Me and Sean were both adding things at the last minute. So if you think that we weren't going to labor for you guys today, you're wrong. I got Sean next to me, Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, your place for all of the best in the combat world. We got boxing coming up. We got some MMA stuff coming up. And we got you covered when it comes to pro wrestling. I don't know what else we could say. I know that we're excited. We got a lot of good things happening in the world of pro wrestling, and we're going to try and have a fun stream for you guys today.
All I got to say is 4 words, 1 phrase. Conrad, drop that thing.
Always appreciate my brother Sean for coming up with unique ways to get that drop that thing in, man. Yes, greatly appreciate all of you guys. Now listen, we always ask for this. I always say this every week just because there's always new listeners popping up. Our shorts have been off the chain lately. I tried to mix it up where some of it's like Sean's opinion on something, some of it's mine. But the shorts have been doing really well for us, and I appreciate everyone who checks them out, leaves a like, fully watches it all the way through. When you do that, it helps get it in that algorithm that I talk about all the time, and it helps out a great deal. So make sure you're subscribed to Sean. It's in the description below. I got stuff that we can put in there. Super easy, so it's going to pop up in the live chat as well. I'm going to put you guys right on the screen, man. Thank you guys so much for that. And like I said, easiest way to support us for free, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live, when we make changes like today, going live early for all of you guys, just so that way we can catch it. And Raw starting early at 2 p.m. today, so make sure you are locked in for that. Sean, any other announcements I'm missing before we get into the shout-outs?
Most definitely, man. We got a big Canelo versus Crawford preview coming up probably middle of next week. Stay tuned for that. I'll have an official date next Monday for Clash of the Podcast. The fight's going to be on the 13th. But the week of the fight, we're going to have a big-time preview of that mega fight, man. It's the biggest fight, I think, in the last 10 years. Biggest fight on paper since Pacquiao-Mayweather. Hopefully, it'll do a lot better in the ring than Pacquiao-Mayweather did. So I'm really, really fired up about it. I got the 2 best fighters in the world fighting on pay-per-view on Netflix. So it really doesn't get much better than that when it comes to the world of boxing. And I would not be who I am as far as being a combat sports guy if I was not prepared to talk and give you some really detailed analysis on that fight coming up next week. More details to come next week on Clash of the Podcast.
Much appreciated, my brother. So always make sure you stay tuned, locked into our socials. EPW show for me on basically everything. And then we've got Sean, you're usually, if you type in Hubbard Wrestling, you're going to find him. It's HW Weekly, Hub W.
Hub W Weekly, but like all the, I'm happy to say and proud to say that all the variations have been copyrighted. You got Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, you have HW Weekly, you have Hub W Weekly, and now Hub Sports, because we're venturing off into some basketball and football as well. So a lot of things going on there.
Much respect and much love for that. Let's get into shout-outs. Jumping up to the top, our good friend Joel with a $2 super chat saying, Happy Labor Day. Love you guys. Love you too, brother. Appreciate the $2.
Too,
I hope that you're not working too hard today, so thank you for that, Joel. Always appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Zach Minger says it's National Cherry Popover Day. I don't know what a popover is, but I'm happy that you.
Shout out to Zach for that.
Always.
We're gonna keep it light on Labor Day, man.
Our boy Jonell in the house. He says, "Hey, what's good, Jonell?"
Jonell, welcome, man.
Derek in the house. He's
my guy, Derek.
My guy. I think I'm supposed to say Hubs. I'm a
It's
dog.
supposed to say Hubs. We know that.
I know, but I'm a dog for it later. Quills in the house saying, "What's up,
Willie.
Conrad?" Chat, your boy Sir Quills is back again to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for episode 157 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast. Hashtag EPW, hashtag HWW.
Sir Quills, we appreciate you greatly, man. M. Leezy, Fo, Sheezy. Hello, good evening, everyone. On a Labor Day, he says, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all had a good weekend, and let's kick the week off right with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. We appreciate you.
Always appreciate you, Matt. Thank you. Ray Thompson giving us the happy Monday, guys. Hope you and your families are doing well. I hope you and your families are doing well.
Every time I see this dude with his wife and kids, it just makes my heart glad, man. It's very nice.
Always. Big shout out to my guy Rob. He's in the chat. Rob is the grill master. He does a lot of things in the background that you guys don't see for us. I wish I could use him more, but he has a very important job in the corporate world, we'll just say, and very tough to get to him, but he's always appreciated as well. Our friend MJB in the place.
You already know what it is. In this dancery. Don't need no hateration, holleration. I can dig it. Welcome.
I'll hit that Mary two-step.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Great weekend. Watched a lot of college football. Same here. And he said he watched Cena.
Yep. We all know that I'm a Notre Dame fan. They went all the way to the finals last year. Unfortunately, they started the season off with a loss. But because of the playoff format, they can recover. I think it's going to be a good year for them, but we cannot lose any more games the rest of the way. We lost to Miami, who is also a very good team in a top 10 matchup. 3 top 10 matchups to open up the college football season. They are not playing around this year.
Right. We'll see. I thought they played well yesterday.
They played well, but they lost. So, unfortunately, the window for mistakes are very small in college football, but they're a little bit bigger because of the 12-team format. So you can survive a loss. I don't know if you can survive 2 losses.
Yeah. They weren't playing any scrubs either. Yeah. Joel gave me some feedback. He says he likes Hub Sports the most. I do like that one as well. I feel like it covers all brands and everything. Our friend Delay Gratz, he says, happy Labor Day. I don't know if that L was like that on purpose. I hope we're not taking any L's on Labor Day, but we appreciate Delay Gratz. Thank you, my friend. Our friend Gabe's usually here on the YouTube side, but he's on Twitch today. He says, yo, what's good, man?
Welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah, you already know my guy Derek. You already know.
Oh no, Derek, there's no pause. It's only play. Deanna said, hey, my guys. What's up, Deanna?
Deanna, welcome on a Labor Day afternoon. Appreciate you.
Always appreciate you guys. Sean, let's get into the wrestling talk, man. We got some time here, Ben.
Yeah, man.
Raw starts. Clash in Paris. It happened yesterday. They were in France. I was going to come on here and speak some French, but then I remembered I got a C in this, so I probably shouldn't. But I'll give you a little bonjour, and if you want to say it the real cool way, salute. I know a little bit. And when they were counting the numbers, I remember someone was like, "What are they counting?" And I was like, "Oh, that's how you count in French." Un, deux, trois. I know a little bit.
Nice. That's what's up, man. Paris was lit last night. I got to give them credit.
Good crowd. A little offbeat with some of the things. I gotta call it when you're offbeat, but you know what? They did their thing, man. Not mad at the location, but I'm interested to get into some of this and get your thoughts on these matches. First up, we have for our opening contest, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. And I think if you weren't into those big hoss matches, Sean, I didn't know if people would get into it. But I'm coming to you first, man. Your thoughts on this match and everything going into it or whatever you want to talk about with it.
Well, clearly I'm a fan of the Tribal Chief, and I'm also a fan of Bronson Reed. I think that Bronson Reed being thrusted into a main event opportunity, even though it was the first match of the night, we know card placement really doesn't mean anything. I think it's really good to see. I think it's something that was impressive to watch. I thought that they all, and when I say all, I mean Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso all put on in their respective roles. Those 4 guys did a great job, and I'm really proud of Bronson Reed. I think Bronson Reed is the future, man, and I obviously give a big vote of confidence to Roman Reigns for at least another 2 years of maybe part-time work maybe a little less, but he's one of the GOATs, and Bronson Reed is a future main event star. So I want to give a big shout out once again to, Jay Uso for the interference. Big shout out to Bronson Reed for putting on a good performance. Roman Reigns, even Paul Heyman. I thought it was pretty well done.
Something now, because you said something and it made me think of some new stuff today. Do you believe Roman Reigns when he talks about this? I don't think I put this in for our talks, but do you believe Roman Reigns is saying that he wants to be someone who does Hollywood and wrestling? Like, unlike Rock eventually committed all the way. Or do you think he's just being that wrestling mindset and he hasn't realized, like, you're going to have to commit to one? Like, I don't think people understand this. You can't just go up to James Gunn and be like, I gotta go wrestle a match real quick. I'll be back in like 2 weeks though, okay? No.
I couldn't disagree more, brother. I couldn't disagree more. I think Roman Reigns is trying to find a niche and a mode that I think The Rock should have found many years ago, and that is, as you become a bigger star and as you become a prominent fixture in Hollywood, you do have the opportunity to write your own ticket. If they want you bad enough, which they do seem to want Roman just as bad as they wanted Rock back in the early 2000s, Roman can say, hey, listen, I'm wrestling 4 matches a year, and I need to commit 4 out of 12 months to wrestling, and I'll give you 8. I think Roman Reigns should be commended for his attempt to do so. I don't think there's any way at all that you should say, respectfully, with your opinion, Conrad, I couldn't disagree more. There's no way you could tell me with a straight face that you have to commit to one or the other when there's not a need to commit to one or the other and not be successful in both. You can wrestle 4 months a year and not even wrestle 4 months a year. You can have 4 matches a year or 3 matches a year and have 2 or 3 Raws wrapped around it to build the story. There's no reason why you can't do that and then go give your all. I've done my homework on this, by the way. Give 7 months for a production of a movie. There's no reason why that cannot be the case.
I think of WrestleMania 29 though, Sean.
Okay.
John Cena puts Rock up for that AA. Oh, all of my abs tore apart, and you were supposed to be in, was it Spartacus, Gladiator? I can't remember the movie he was supposed to be in at the time now.
I don't remember. I know you're right. I don't remember what movie. I do remember he was in line for a rematch for the title, and that never happened because of the injury.
That, and he never got to go back to, it delayed a lot of stuff with the movie, and I heard they were mad.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. And I mean that respectfully. I couldn't care less. That's a freak. I get it. Right, that's a freak accident. That's a freak accident. No, Conrad.
No, Sean, listen.
I see your face. Go ahead. Yep.
It's a preventable accident. It was Hercules. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, thank you, FJB. We see you. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, but it's a preventable accident. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't wrestle this match, this wouldn't have happened, and I did it.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Conrad. I'm standing on business with this one. It was a freak accident. It was a freak accident that happened to Rock in that match. So at the end of the day, yes, things got thrown off because of the situation with the injury. But that is what insurance is for. That is what home harmless clauses are for. The Rock, I'm sure, got paid. I'm sure the movie got compensated. I'm sure everything was taken care of. There is no way you can sit up here and tell me that if somebody was on the level, by the way, you have to be on that level. You have to be on a Rock level and the trajectory that Roman Reigns is on. Triple H was not successful in movies. Stone Cold had moderate success. But when you're on the road that Roman Reigns is on, where I believe he will be on a similar trajectory as The Rock was 20 years ago, you can say, hey, listen, and I feel like I'm being repetitive here, but I believe it's worthy of being repeated. Hey, listen, I am no longer a full-time WWE guy, but I love the business, and I don't want to leave wrestling completely. I want to continue working with my family. I want to continue. What's up, Miracle? Searching for a miracle. I believe the impossible. I don't want to leave completely. But what I am willing to do is say, hey, listen, this movie takes 7 months worth of production. I will agree to have no physicality during those 7 months. I will do an interview on WWE. I will do a storyline builder in WWE, but I will not wrestle within the confines of those 7 months. And then outside of those 7 months, you're free to do what you want to do. It's just like Deion Sanders playing baseball and football. I watched a documentary about that, and it was very insightful. Deion Sanders got a really bad rap about what he did back in those days. And I'm going to be very brief, but I think it's worth discussing. Deion Sanders had a handshake agreement with the Atlanta Braves that he would be there during baseball activity. It was never agreed upon by Deion Sanders people that he would never play football during those times. He said every time there's a baseball situation going on, a photo shoot, a contract, a autograph signing, a game, a practice, I will be there. But it's just like going to work. When you go to work every day, Conrad, when I go to work every day, Conrad, I am not indebted to my job outside of those hours. I can do whatever I want to do outside of those hours. When 4:30, 3 o'clock, whatever I'm leaving early that particular day hits, I don't owe my job anything. And Roman Reigns doesn't owe a movie anything or a movie set or a director anything when he's not within the confines of what he's supposed to be doing. Hey, we are filming from July to next February. Filming is from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If Roman Reigns at 8 p.m. wants to get on a plane and go to Raw, that is his prerogative, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Hopefully it all works in those situations. And it also changes things too, though, if you're WWE, if you mess around on them. I don't want to get into what happened with Rock in that, what was it, after WrestleMania 20? Something happened, and I don't want to get too deep into it. But if you go and read long enough, you'll find out that they didn't respect Rock enough, and I think Rock felt that. He was like, you know what, I'm good for now. And there's a reason why Rock
7 years later. That's why it took so long for him to come back. Rock got a really bad rap about that whole situation. I'm not a big Rock fan as far as him not coming back for 7 years. But you know what? I don't know what was said behind the scenes, and it's a great point you bring up. Maybe Rock was offended.
He was ignored.
Right.
When he said, I want to do something with you. Oh, we're building new stars. We don't need you, because that was Vince's mindset back then. But let's get back into this match. I'm sorry. So in this matchup here, Roman Reigns ended up getting the win. I know we both predicted Roman would win.
We did.
Bronson could have won this match, though. In all honesty, I don't think it would have hurt.
No reason for him to win the match, brother.
Unless
he wins the match, and we all predicted that it would be an aftermath where he would get destroyed after the match. And I'm fine with everything that Bronson Reed did.
Well, it wasn't. The focus really wasn't on Bronson Reed, though. It was a little bit on Braun Breaker. I guess I should rewind here for a second. Roman did get his shoes back because Roman Reigns ain't no chump, bruh. He got his shoes. Paul Heyman begs and begs and begs, like, please don't hurt me. He got locked into a guillotine, but you knew then the homies were coming out. And Braun Breaker was the one who looked like the star here, in my opinion, in how WWE positions things. Now, Bronson Reed did get to help and give the assist, which I thought the post-match beatdown was well done. It was just, you could clearly tell who they view as the star between them. And, yeah. You just leaving it here? Don't even want to say it?
I can't stand that dude. I can't stand him. I think he's the corniest, probably the corniest character in this type of position on the entire roster. I can't stand Braun Breaker. I can't stand him. And I want to be clear about this. This has nothing to do with the person, Ross Steiner, if I'm mispronouncing his name, forgive me. It has nothing to do with him as a human being. I'm sure he's a great guy. The character is Buns, and nobody can tell me different. I think he is completely corny. Can't stand him. Cannot stand him. Seeing him on my TV makes me want to throw up every single time. I cannot stand him.
Yeah, but I think yesterday we're giving you a reveal behind the curtain here for us, at least at Clash of the Podcast. I think, Sean, you finally saw what I was talking about, though. The big picture.
Well, I see what's going on, and you're right. I see what's going on.
You're the star, not him. And Bronson's kind of, I don't know if he's going to be left to be like, we'll get you an Intercontinental title run when we get to it or something. But Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu are the guys that they're going to be like, one day we want them in WrestleMania against each other. World title, something.
Well, I agree with half of that equation.
Yeah.
I don't want to just, I was prepared to move on. I can't, when I look at that guy, I see a stumbling, bumbling idiot. I think Braun Breaker is a complete goofball. The twitches and the spear, which to me is not that great. He barely touches the guy because he dies from like 5 feet away. Braun Breaker is corny. I just want people to take a step. Don't believe everything they tell you. No, don't put the camera just on me, Conrad. It's about us. It's a dual situation. Okay, Conrad, come back on screen, bro. Come back on screen. Don't do that. What I'm trying to say, because this is the dialogue here. Braun Breaker, him being fed to you does not mean he's the man. It does not mean he should be the man. John Cena was fed to us like dog food. We didn't like it. We didn't like Big Dog Roman Reigns. I couldn't stand Big Dog Roman Reigns. There's only one person alive that liked Big Dog Roman Reigns, and that's Conrad Cushman. And that's because he's out of control and doesn't make any sense sometimes. Braun Breaker is a cornball. Stop allowing WWE's machine to manipulate you. And I'm being dead serious here, Conrad. Stop allowing WWE to manipulate you guys into believing that somebody is the next big thing because they say he's the next big thing. Braun Breaker, what is so special about that guy? What is so special about him? He's an athletic marvel. Like I said, so was Scott Putski. I mean, do your homework. Look up Scott Putski, the son of Polish Power Putski. Montez Ford is better than Braun Breaker. Carmelo Hayes is better than Braun. Do you really want to go here, Conrad? Because I can go off on this dude. There are so many dudes, so many talents that are better than him. It's not even close.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think they're pushing him? Just like put on your.
He has a look that they like. It can't be because of his stellar promos. Because God knows he can barely put a sentence together.
But is that the Steiner lore? I mean, what did we love Big Papa Pump for?
Oh, great! So he's Big Papa Pump 2.0. That's a reason to push him. I mean, come on, man! Stop.
I know, but we know what wrestling is.
It's not even close, Conrad Cushman. It's not even close.
Well, how do you get into wrestling these days, though? Like, look at the bloodline. I mean, do you think everyone in the bloodline got there without their family a little bit? I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. Nepotism's wrong, period. But
it's not just about nepotism, Conrad. See, this is why I'm pissed off at you, too. And I say that with love as a brother. It's right in your face, Conrad. Look at the people who should be thrusted into this position. Carmelo Hayes, Montez Ford. Their charisma jumps off the page, jumps off the screen. Braun Breaker is not charismatic. Braun Breaker is not articulate on the microphone. Braun Breaker has a copy and paste moveset. Does anybody in the chat agree with me? If I'm all by myself, okay.
No,
okay.
What do you need?
Maybe I'm wrong. We can hear you, Conrad. So we can give me a break.
Walk outside.
There comes a point where it's like, bro.
Okay, look out the bathroom.
I'm rocking with you guys right now, chat. Listen to me. What is so special about Braun Breaker? Tell me what's special about him besides his athletic ability. Does athletic ability make you an automatic star in the world of professional wrestling? Give me a break. Give me a break. His character is a twitching, fumbling, bumbling bully. That's his gimmick. It's weak. Bronson Reed is better than Braun Breaker. I said it. Bronson Reed has levels of character. Bronson Reed has charisma. Bronson Reed has an awesome moveset. Bronson Reed has a unique look. Oh, exactly. And I know Singh is being funny when he said, yeah, he's good at barking. He's good at barking. Like, and Conrad, I'm gonna wrap it up because I don't want to be about this all day. But I told you when I was on my way home last night from Virginia Beach, I am just disgusted with the notion that this guy's going to main event a WrestleMania. Meanwhile, people like Carmelo Hayes and Montez Ford can't catch a break. And you're looking at somebody like Braun Breaker. He's not that good. He's not that good.
I'm gonna yell at that person after because I know people know when I'm recording.
I don't know what happened just now. Is everything all right?
No, my phone just rang. And I hate when people call me when I'm live because you can clearly see that I'm live. And I know this person subscribes to us. So I think I partially agree with what you're saying as far as the other talents are concerned. I think that you should have a way wider variety of talent in the main event picture.
The floor is yours. And Jacob Fatu is included in that. Jacob Fatu leaps and bounds better than Braun Breaker. Go ahead.
I don't start that aura. I see Jesse wrote aura. I hate that word so much. But Braun Breaker, I do see what they see in him. And the spirit thing, listen, I'm going to tell you.
You keep saying that, Conrad. Tell me what it is.
What, that he has?
Mm-hmm.
He's got the fire. Listen, I think they're going the Randy Orton route with him, and they're trying to tell him, like, look, this is going to be good for you working with Seth for now. You know why his spear doesn't touch people, Sean? Because the main eventers ain't trying to get touched. I'm just going to tell you the honest truth. That's what happens when you get to that level. They're like, don't hurt me. Okay. So they're just doing the test, like, is this guy going to hurt you or not? And he's hurt himself more than others, I think, on doing some of his moves. I don't like the little leap to the table clothesline. Like, I think he's going to get hurt doing that eventually, but they don't wrestle as much. But I see what they see in him, and I could see, like, does he look like a guy on the main event poster for WrestleMania doing all of this stuff? Yes. He's still trying to piece together everything. I just think that some of the other people you mentioned should be up there with him. I think him and Carmelo would have great matches together. Him and Jacob Fatu have great matches together. You got to get him to that level, though, and it's kind of like, well, we can't push you over Seth yet because Seth's still at this high level. Not over Roman yet because Roman's still here, but he's getting to work with them. And they're basically – you ever had it at work where there's a promotion up for grabs, and then they're like, Sean, let's say you're the favorite for the promotion. Like, Sean, I want you to lead the meeting today. And I'm sitting there and I want the promotion too. And I'm like, why is Sean leading the meeting? Because they're giving Sean the experience that he can talk about when he goes into the interview so that he can be like, yes, I have led meetings before. Ta-da! And that's what they're doing with him. I've worked with main eventers before. Yeah, I work with Seth every week. What are you talking about? I got this. They've already made it apparent how they want to roll.
Does it, knowing my personality the way you do, does it spark you at all alarming that I'm this passionate about this guy not being the next star of the company?
I think.
What do I come across? Am I a hater? Because I'm not. Do I give hater to you? Or do
I
you
say everyone's a hater, though.
Huh?
I say everyone's a hater all the time.
No, like does my detest for the fact that Braun Breaker's being positioned to be the next big star in WWE, does it come across as hater, or does it come across like I have a legitimate reason why I feel this way?
What up, Chris? I think that you have a unique view on wrestling. Yours is very different. This is why we do the show together.
Okay.
Like Jey Uso, you saw it before anyone saw it, before anyone else could see it. Braun Breaker, I disagree with you fully, and I think that I see the WWE is telling you. Like, they told you in NXT when they did the 2.0, I was like, it's him. They told you Carmelo Hayes. I know Jesse's like, give it up with this dude. They told you Carmelo Hayes was a star as well. Tony D'Angelo and who's the fourth one that I can't think of? Grayson Waller. They said that those were the 4 stars. Mm-hmm. Okay. Was it going to work for all of them? Probably not. But at least 2 of them I could see like main events. Absolutely.
All right. Well,
but we're going to see in the future. We'll see in the future what happens with it. Do you think they're just going to do it anyway, though, right? It's the assumption, I assume.
I think they're going to push him regardless, and I think he's going to be somebody that they thrust down our throats, and I'm not going to like it.
Before we move on, you have to read the super chat. I can't because I think it's for you.
MJB says, Team Mo Gerber. I appreciate that, MJB, in the place to be. You know what? That's a pretty fair statement.
Yeah. Miracle says Breakers.
And that's a fair statement as well by Miracle. Thank you.
Yeah, talented. I don't think he's the only one. That's where I agree. He's not the only one they should be building around.
Well, I'm going on the record right now, and I'm moving on because I could talk about this all day. There's no way that Braun Breaker should be main eventing anybody's WrestleMania. Period.
Put it down, folks. Put it down. Let's move to the next match. I believe we had the tag team title match that was up next. It was the wonderful Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits. I don't know if you're feeling the same way, Sean, that you once were about this matchup, or if it's something completely different at this point for you. But how are you feeling about this tag team matchup?
I'll be brief because I went on such a long tangent about Braun Breaker. I love the Profits. I think they deserve better. I like the Wyatt Six. I don't think they've been utilized properly. And I don't think that a team should always have to be broken up the old-fashioned way where one turns on the other. I think the Profits should go their own separate way. We see thank you for the graphic, Conrad. We see the writing on the wall. They're going to eventually break up. One's going to turn on the other. It's not necessary. They're very good as a team. They can break up, go their separate ways, and be successful. So I don't understand why they have to go the old traditional route of throwing somebody through a barbershop window. It doesn't have to be that way.
That is a classic, though. One of my favorite turns of all time.
It is.
I knew he was going to do that. They did that. Listen, the Street Profits came out with like the Borderlands gear on. I get that they work with 2K and everything. It just didn't feel on brand for them, but maybe they're gamers and that was cool. Like they played their part. But as you can see clearly, look at Montez's face here. Like they're definitely trying to tell you a story here with this. And I don't want Dawkins to get left in the dust either because I think he's talented as well. But like you said, you can see who they believe is the star. And this kind of pays off of what we were just talking about. They see, like the fans see Montez as a star.
Well, I know again, and I do too. Shout out to Dawkins as well. I'm just saying you don't have to have the bodyguard Sid doesn't have to beat up Shawn Michaels in order for them to be in order for them to go their separate ways.
Yeah, touche. I mean, I agree with that. You could use the draft to break people up. Remember, they did that before. Like, D-Bout's going to SmackDown, Bubba Ray's going to Raw, and
he's calling my
name. Reverend D-Bout, you know how I feel about some Reverend D-Bout. Like, you can always throw that on, and I'm like, yeah, always good, man. Yeah. So, hold on here. I'm sorry. I had to get rid of that. So, Wyatt Six end up getting the win. Nikki Cross holds the feet, and they get here. Anything on them? Like, I don't know, man. I don't want to be.
It's not working as much as I would have liked for it to work. Something's missing. I don't know what it is. Maybe, God rest his soul, maybe it's Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. I just feel like maybe we should try to figure out how to make them themselves now at this point.
It makes
you
hard.
sad, like, right?
It's hard because you don't want to bring up the deceased for no reason, but I'm bringing it up in a way where it's honoring him. Bray Wyatt was him. Maybe the Wyatts don't work without Bray. That's something they should consider.
Yeah. True that. I don't know, man. Like I said, I want to like them. I'm a fan of Bray. I just don't know. It's what you said. Something's not clicking. Something's not adding up. And I don't know what that is. MJB, $5.99, or excuse me, a $4.99 super chat said, "Look what happened to Crime Time split. I don't know if it was worth it." No.
They should have beat Jericho. They should have beat Jericho and Big Show at SummerSlam, but unfortunately,
they should have beat Cade and Murdoch.
Yep.
I don't understand. Sometimes
I understand. Don't get me started on Labor Day. Don't get me started.
Yeah, it's not giving the box.
Trying to kill today, Conrad. Oh, don't get me started on why Prime Time never got their chance.
Trent says Montez needs to go on a single run. Dawkins will get lost in the shuffle. I hope not, Trent. I'm hoping that they at least, give them something better.
Trent, we'll get lost in the shuffle if WWE does the stupid crap they always do. But if they do it right, Dawkins will have an opportunity as well.
Yeah. And maybe part of the thing, I'm just thinking here more on the Wyatt Six, maybe part of it for me is like, you have so many great tag teams on SmackDown, and this is what we've done. You know what I mean? Like we've given the belts to the Wyatt Six. Like Motor City Machine Guns are on a 7-match losing streak. Like what?
And I love the you know how big I am about music. I think the repackaging of DIY, I think put them right back in the main in a tag team championship slot. I think they're doing great right now, and they can't seem to catch a break. I love the new music. I love the new look. I love everything about them right now.
The Ron Killing picture got me excited about Tez. Craig, what are you referring to? Sorry about that. Let me see here. The Prophet should have broken up a long time ago if that was the case, because Montez Ford was long overdue for a singles push. I go back to that Elimination Chamber where he had his run in there. He did very well. Crushed it. Speaking of things getting crushed, we'll get into the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Lynch versus Nikki Bella.
Absolutely pathetic. It's a disgrace.
Go off, man.
She has no right being in the Hall of Fame. She has no right being in the ring.
Are they in the Hall of Fame already?
Who's they?
The Bellas?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I forget what? Now. I'm getting old.
What?
What year was it?
I don't know what year it was. She's introduced as Hall of Famer Nikki Bella.
Yeah, as you can see, where I am when I hear that.
Conrad, what are you doing? You must be half asleep, bro. Well, welcome to the show, brother.
Getting a sandwich.
Yeah, man. Nikki,
no,
a Hall of Fame thing is a joke. Go ahead.
No, I know a lot of people are Bella fans, and they're probably going to get on me for this because they love Total Bellas and all that stuff. I'm not a fan. I'm going to be honest. We talked about this. They rewrite history for them, and I don't like that. I haven't really liked that for them. Becky Lynch, one of the best of all time in that company, especially how she's been positioned and everything else. I'm not going to hate on Becky for that, but I do not like the rewriting of history. And Stephanie McMahon invented women's wrestling, and they were the greatest, and they were part of the evolution of what changed in WWE. And I was like, cut it out. It was in NXT all that happened. Cut it out.
Yeah. Nikki Bella doesn't deserve any Hall of Fame anything. She doesn't deserve to be in this spot. You saw that she was very clumsy in the ring. That spot where she tried to do the kick off the second rope where she got nothing but air. I mean, it's pathetic. And like you said, Conrad, to piggyback off of what you said, these promos about how the name Lynch will never be as big as the name Bella. In what world what are you talking about? Like, that's just factually incorrect. Like that's not like that's so bad it's not even funny. Like, the name Bella will always be bigger than Becky Lynch. In what world? In what world?
Yeah, so, I mean, sometimes when you say blatant lies like that, it makes at least fans like us go, huh?
Yeah, like, what? Like, give me a break. So, I mean, Becky Lynch won, the right person won. Get Nikki Bella off my TV screen, bro. Like, that's where I'm at with it. I dislike Nikki Bella more than I dislike Braun Breaker.
Yes, and I want to just go back to Craig's comments real quick here. Killings posted a picture with Tez, Dawkins, and Mello and himself about a month or two ago. Yeah, sadly. Maybe that was just them chilling. But, yeah, that sucks that they didn't. If you thought they were going to do something, then they didn't. And I think, Quills, you're being very kind to this match. And listen, I don't like talking about botches because guess what? I'm not a wrestler, and I'm sure if we wrestled, we'd have botches too. We'd have mess-ups too, right? Because it happens. But this match, they just could not get on the same page. I mean, I'm just trying to say that as politely as I can. Things just did not look good. And I guess they're calling Becky Lynch's backslide the Lynch pen. I don't know if they were just trying to be cutesy on the commentary team while saying that, but I was just like,
kind of point. And kind of uncomfortable too.
Brought the show down. But I thought we should have tried to do something with Stephanie Vaquer and figure out the women's championship thing, but we put Becky on instead, and I don't know why the women's world championship's going on the back burner for this. Hopefully it all makes sense. They have some grandiose plan. I know Sean's about to look at me. Conrad, stop hoping for some grandiose plan. Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping, maybe you're going to come in and be like, this is why we did it. I need logic behind.
Conrad, you live in the house, right?
Yes.
Work for it with your hard-earned money, with your blood, sweat, and your tears. You and your beautiful wife.
Yes.
I wouldn't bet the house on that.
Absolutely not. No. If you ask me to place a wager, you'll find out my things. But yeah, I don't know. This was not the best. Becky wins with a backslide. I guess we move on. Hold on here. Ray said something. Let me pull this up for him. The match was so bad, an elite crowd couldn't save it. LOL. I passed football with my brother until it was over. The match.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, Jocelyn, welcome. Said, I see Nikki's spot. It happens. Been out the game a while, but that she has that. Oh, my goodness. I'm not getting into that. Yeah.
Josh, I don't see the lies. She's probably back in the game for that reason.
Yeah.
Loser.
Moving on.
Speaking of losers,
we have a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. Did it say? I think it said good old-fashioned on one of the cards.
Yeah, good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Rusev back on PLE with Sheamus. I actually liked this match. I thought it was all right. Well, they delivered. But my issue with the match is this, Sean. What consequences is this going to have in 2 weeks?
But I mean, nothing. But to comment on what you first just said, you and I could have gone out there and had a better match than Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. So that's why it was even better than it looked.
I will not say
Conrad really did their thing out there. Well, you followed up a stumbling idiot and a woman trying to work with a stumbling idiot. That's the reason why we had a great match. So the match with Rusev and I don't care, Conrad. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm not disrespecting anyone. Nikki, this is not a talking about Nikki Bella, the human being. This is about her as a character. She stinks. She stinks. And the reason why Rusev and Sheamus was a good match is because it was a halfway decent match following a bad match. Tell me the lies I'm telling.
No lies being told. Listen, I'm not the biggest Nikki Bella fan either. I told you, people will probably hate me for it a little bit, but
I don't know what they hate for. Look at the facts. Hall of Fame, she gets more heat because she's in the Hall of Fame. I hope you know that.
I wouldn't say it's the Hall of Fame thing. I've always felt this way. I just think it's like, oh, not this.
What I'm saying, brother, is that it makes it worse. She's introduced as Hall of Famer Nikki Bella. Every time that makes me want to throw up, bro.
I mean, she was positioned to carry the company. Like, I'm not going to lie to you.
You're not wrong, but give me a break.
I know. All right, you were about to say something about Sheamus and Rusev. Sorry.
It was a good match. It was better because it followed a bad match. Listen, position me in a spot behind a bad match. And by the way, this stuff like this is stupid. You don't need to have barrels of Paris wine in the building in order to, come on, stop.
Irish beer. What do you mean wine?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's no need for that. That's classic WWE. You might as well bring out the big gifts and Christmas trees for a battle on 34th Street miracle fight like they do every year on SmackDown. It's unnecessary. All you need is a no DQ match between Sheamus and Rusev. Let them do their thing. It was a good match, but your point is the biggest point of the day, which is, what's it going to mean in 2 weeks? Nothing.
I do see where they're going here, though, with this. And I'll say this. Sheamus, if you look at his body, and I know he's got I'm going to use the Santino, the milky skin. He gets cut pretty easily, but Sheamus put his body through a lot. And so did Rusev. I saw his back. His back got cut up on some of these spots. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how it is bumping on barrels, but I wouldn't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They went to tables. They did some stuff, beating with shillelaghs in this. And I'm not going to hold you, man. Rusev wins via the accolade. I don't know. I hope he's still calling it that. The camel clutch. Break back, make humble. He lead back, and Sheamus tapped out.
That was pretty good.
He gets the win. To me, there's only one answer for this, Sean. We have to see the return of Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov is the guy to beat him.
He's getting healthy.
And we'll see if we hear those same. I don't want to do that, Sean.
You hear the music?
Yeah. Doom, 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 doom.
I like him.
And I gotta say this: I love Ilya Dragunov. He's got to chill though. I have fears for this man when he gets into the ring. No, he goes hard.
Okay.
I'm like, yo, you gotta chill, bro, because I don't want you getting hurt. He goes like 150%. It's okay to give me 100, bro. You don't have to do 150 all the time. Just relax. But he's fighting like the soup is on the line.
He's fighting because he knows it's hard to get a break, and he's trying to separate himself from everybody else.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. Made me feel better too, because I'm like, oh, they are. Oh, okay, nice.
Leezy, come on now. You know what it probably is between you and Conrad, Leezy? Conrad, you and Leezy? You probably blocked it out of your minds because it's such a disgrace that you can't even believe it, so you acted like it never happened.
D-Rich in the house. Yo, what up, D-Rich? Sheamus at 47 can still go in the ring. I hope he finally wins the IC title one day to complete the Grand Slam. That's his big story at this point. That's all he's got left.
I agree. I'm starting to lose hope that it's going to happen, though.
I don't blame you, Sean. 100%. I don't blame you. I would love to see Sheamus get the Grand Slam, but you got.
You know what? Really it's one belt away from a Grand Slam.
Who? What? U.S. Yeah, U.S. Right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, U.S. titles evaded a lot of people. I think
it's just him.
There's a bunch. Well, we're going to be talking about him too. Again, I know he was in that opening match.
Isn't it funny how life works though? Like a year ago, 6 months ago, Jay's never got a singles belt, and now it's like he's one belt away from a Grand Slam now. It's funny how things. At least WWE got that right. At least his resume is stacked up a little bit, and there's somebody else in that family whose resume is very lacking, and we need to fix. But we'll talk about that shortly.
Next up. I hate this artwork so much. I'm sorry. I have to say it every time.
I know you do, bro. It's a painting. It's an oil painting, bro.
It's not even about France. I don't want to get into it.
Oh, my God.
But John Cena, Logan Paul. Sean, I might have to slap this with match of the night. And I'm going to say something.
By default.
Yeah, but I'm going to say something that people aren't going to like or they may or may not respect it. This is match of the night. Fantastic match. We all know LOL, Cena wins, right? I'm going to defer to Sean for parts of this. But, dude, Logan Paul is incredibly talented. But as a person, he sucks. I don't want to root for him. And I don't think people understand that. I was listening to some friends, and we were talking about it yesterday. They're like, yeah, it was match of that. I don't know why people hate Logan Paul. And I'm like, I do. And then I started going through, it's a laundry list of reasons why people hate Logan Paul. You can Google him yourself. That's why people don't like him, bro. It's not that hard to understand. It's not people hating on him. It's hard to even give you credit, bro, because you're a jerk. No one likes that. It's great for wrestling, though. Yeah, I guess, but it gets to a point to where you just don't like a person anymore either.
Now, I could say something that would get us canceled. I'm telling you.
Please don't.
I was thinking would have gotten us canceled. And that's not often you hear me say. I guarantee we would get canceled if I said what was in my head right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to generalize it, and I'm going to let you imagine what person I'm talking about. It could be wrestler A versus wrestler B, and you put anybody you think in those slots, and it could be a 5-star match. If it's that person versus that person, and the fans know the personal history, they're not going to give them the due of how good the match is because of the personal aspects involved. I had some names, Conrad, but I don't want to get us canceled.
I appreciate that, Sean. Or at least demonetize that on this video for the slightest. Because we don't make any money anyway on this. So D-Rich brings up some good points in this. I don't know if anyone peeped this during the match, but John Cena did a lot of tribute moves. There were a lot of tribute moves in the match. He said Cesaro-like uppercut. We saw a zigzag from Logan Paul. John Cena hit a Styles clash, if you call it that. He was on his tiptoes and just fell over. But he did hit it. He did try. I felt like that was kind of a nod to, I would have loved to have worked with you guys, but I can't. Oh, and he hit the end of days as well. Baron Corbin, shout out to him.
I gotta admit, and it's sad. It's a sad thing to admit because I'm one of the people that's the problem, Conrad. Where am I going with this? I didn't appreciate John Cena as much as I do now over the years. Now, I have a reason why. There's reasons why. He's a culture vulture. He was thrusted down our throats. He was unbearable for many years. But you know what? Finally, after 25 years, I have to say, Thank you, Cena.
I wish you could have been around. I didn't tell you my conversation I had with two mutual friends that we both had yesterday about that. And it was why don't you like John Cena? And I had to go to, well, you guys know. I've seen videos, TikToks about it. You are a fan. There's going to be a group of people that are fans of Raw in 2018, 2019. They're going to think it was great. We have to accept that, right? Young kids are going to be like, man, that was a good time in wrestling. What do you mean? We think it was a good time in the 80s. We think it was a good time in the Attitude Era. But I also need people to think the reverse for older fans like us. I need you to think the reverse. John Cena was great. It's just me. You know why we did that.
That was good.
But if you think about it, though, on the real, like, all right, let's rewind back then for Attitude Era fans, right? We're going to go all the way back. Why do you think I don't like John Cena? Because the guy I cheered for, imagine Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Attitude Era. That's right, you little mealy mouth. Da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden he comes out, he's like, da, 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 da. Yep. Appreciate you guys. Tackle, drop down. You can't change what I cheered for. And that's exactly what they did. And I had to hear, well, you know, PG, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. I'm not mad at that. Like, I understand what they're saying to me. And it's someone's childhood. But at the same token, you got to remember, high school, college kids, you and me, dog, that got corny real quick. We were yo, what is this? That's not what I wanted.
Oh, yeah. The doctor of thugonomics was my guy.
I'm trying to think of a horrible substitution for dinner. You go to a restaurant, you're expecting a steak, and then they come out with
liver and onions.
Liver and onions instead. They're like, here you go. Eat that instead, pal. No. You don't get to do that. So I just wanted to point that out there as to why, like, Cena is annoying. But I can always respect John Cena for his hustle and his loyalty and his respect. Whatever.
Did you just do that?
No, I didn't want to say that, but I had to. I can always respect Cena for putting on a show for people, doing his thing. He went out there night in, night out, always did it, smile on his face, whether that annoyed me or not. I got to give him his props, all right? At the end of the day, like you said, the thank you, Cena. I have my moments. Like I said, we didn't always hate this guy. I know people like to think that. We didn't always hate him.
The first 2 years, he was great.
I thought when Brock and who was the other person that left at the same time? They had a bunch of people leave. It was like
Brock and Goldberg left the same day.
Brock and Austin, then Brock was gone. Goldberg's gone. Who do you turn to? I was like, yo, John Cena. He's right there. John Cena's the guy. That's it. I promise you that's what I thought. And I remember Derek yelled at me that one day. Was like, no, bro. And I was like, no, he's the guy. I'm telling you. It just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So I'll leave it at that. If you want to talk main event, we can.
Let's do it, man. Well, right. He's been main event for 23 years. Oh, this main event. Okay.
This main event. CM Punk. I actually clicked the wrong thing, but I had to say thank you.
Oh, you didn't have to say that, bro. I covered you.
I'm honest with our viewers.
Oh, man.
Okay. Fatal 4-way. Honesty is always here at Clash of the Podcast.
There you go.
We should get some royalties for the name of this pay-per-view, by the way.
I think so, too.
CM Punk, Seth Rollins, LA Knight.
Yeah.
There we go. Jey Uso.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. Had ourselves a little fatal 4-way main event. Interesting. I thought it was exactly what I would have expected. It felt like one of those matches you would get at a house show, kind of. Is that wrong to say? Like the reactions and like the yeah. We know who was over in the match, and we know who wasn't. You know what I mean? Like some things worked, some things didn't. What did you think in totality here for this match?
Well, usually I don't brag about my predictions coming true, but I'm very happy to say that I was right about Jey Uso not being the one to take the pin. I thought that it was a good match. I thought that the baby faces got cheered the way they were supposed to. The heel got cheated, booed the way he was supposed to. I don't think anybody was in their right mind who might have thought that LA Knight was going to win this match. I'm telling you, this ship is going to sail. The same fear that I have had the past tense about Jey Uso is the same fear I have about LA Knight. I'm telling you, the more time that goes by, that window is closing. But it was a good match. It wasn't anything spectacular. as you said earlier, Logan and Roman was the best match of the night, but it was good. And the right guy won. But I admit, I was surprised about who would help him in the match. I thought it was going to be a new member of the Vision. I didn't think it was going to be her.
Her being Becky Lynch. They did the old, I'm wearing a black hoodie and a mask, and I pull it off, and it's me. Yay. It's an easy pop, guys. I had someone ask me yesterday, like, why did they do that? I'm like, it's for the pop. Like, that's why they do it. This was leading to some things. I guess we'll get into that first, and then I'll let you talk about your other thing that we were going to talk about before. Seth wins, yay!
CM Punk takes the pin. That's big.
Yes, I was wrong about that because I would have bet money it was Jey Uso.
Everybody thought it was going to be Jey Uso. I was like, Jey Uso is not going to lose this match.
Or LA Knight, like LA Knight was right there too. But Punk taking it doesn't hurt Punk at all. Like if I was in the decision maker chair, I was like, it's fine. It's okay.
Punk got screwed again. You know, you might as well book it right now. CM Punk's winning I don't know which one, a world title at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Just book it. Like unless he gets hurt, it's over.
I'm just saying that so your stuff doesn't get cut off.
Thank you.
In a private message. I don't know what it is though. Something's getting that.
It's over. Right. It's over, bro. It's a done. Book it. What's today? September 1st, 2025? Yeah. Next April, CM Punk will leave WrestleMania with one of the two world titles. It's over. Unless he gets injured, it's over. It's done. It's finished.
Okay. And let me see here.
Whether he wins the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, contract on a pole match, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And MJB brings it up. Does this
have an elephant in the room? I don't know, though, guys. I mean, it looks like it.
Very well could. Very well could. He's talking about AJ, not Styles. He's got a match tonight. AJ Lee. It makes all the sense in the world. It makes all the sense in the world to do AJ Lee, Seth Rollins, or excuse me, AJ Lee, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Only question is when. Like, it would have to be before WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking, maybe I'll put it out there right now. Maybe Royal Rumble.
I think could they do it at WrestlePalooza? Do they hate
that quick?
AEW that much that they're like, yeah, we're gonna book Minute Maid Man versus John Cena?
Well, Minute Maid Man versus John Cena is a done deal. That's a wrap. That's definitely.
By the way, I never said this that night because I didn't want to be like stupid on the air. But did anyone notice the show was who the show was sponsored by when he returned? Minute Maid. Just saying. I want some money for that.
Conrad, you got serious problems, bro.
I didn't mention it for weeks. I was being good. So, does AJ pop up? Pro Wrestler should say, "Give me AJ." They will 100% bring AJ at WrestlePalooza.
I thought WrestlePalooza was too soon, but I wouldn't be mad at it. I love AJ. Everybody loves AJ.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, and I know people are bringing up. I want to look at the other side of things too. Becky and Seth has never worked. It has never worked.
Worked in 2016.
It didn't work when they tried to do it again in 2020. The man's man and all that, and
that's right.
I don't know, or maybe that was 19. I can't remember now. Whatever. The point I'm trying to say is, I hope it works this time, and I hope they have a good plan to make it work.
Well, this is the first time they've both been heels at the same time.
Yeah, I would love to see AJ come back and do this match, though. But the question is, can they get her? And I do have a little news on that. And Sean, would you mind doing the honors, my friend?
I would not have a problem with that. Fightful says that, quote, WWE has indicated that AJ Lee's name has been brought up to numerous pitches internally as of late. Becky Lynch interference in the main event of Clash in Paris, helping her husband Seth Rollins. Immediately upon that happening, WWE sources were hopeful that the pitches they've been hearing about were related to that. Wow.
Hopefully they can get it. Sounds petty.
To me, Becky joining the Vision has to mean AJ coming back. Otherwise, why?
Right. it would make more sense. But does Division need another person? I know people thought
if it's Becky, I don't mind because it makes sense.
I know people had predicted like Tony D is going to join because he's out. Someone else is going to join.
I think Ethan Page would be a good addition.
Ego. Sorry, that's all I got for his song too. Quill says any woman other than AJ Lee is unacceptable. I think Bailey I wouldn't be too upset with, but I don't know about.
Well, Bailey's about to turn like not heel, not face. She's about to go deranged.
Yeah. They will 100% bring in AJ at WrestlePalooza. The thing is, will 3 weeks be enough for AJ Lee to be ready? Maybe she's been ready.
Yeah, if it's been in the works, she's been ready already.
Rob said, I remember Seth Merrow. Yo, chill with that joke. That's super old if you're an old school everything pro wrestling fan. Let me see here. MJB, $5.90, or I keep wanting to say $5. So business brain tells me that's $5, just so you guys know. So that's why I always say $5 first. $4.99. Fam, give me Kevin Owens versus CM Punk at SummerSlam or WrestleMania and take my money. We got to see if Kevin can come back first. I hope so, though.
SummerSlam would be more likely.
Yeah, the vision is dead. I thought it was going to be Natty.
Yo, Natty, independent scene Natty, that would not be that bad, Craig.
Sean said it not too long ago, man. Let Natty do the gimmick she's been doing on the indies.
That's right.
I don't know, brother. I'm just here. That's all I can say. Let's get through our other stuff. Here's a quick news portion and other little mini things we want to talk about. Then we'll get into a little Death Before Dishonor. But before we go, Sean, off of this, Clash of Paris, what would you say total, like, if you had to give it a grade, school grade?
Yeah, I'd give it a C.
You're going C. See, I was more C+, and I think I could be swayed into a B- because I don't think all of it was bad, but some of it was like, yo, this can't be better than a B-.
Well, that's the reason. I think C because there was some bad stuff and then there was some good stuff. There wasn't any great stuff.
Yeah, I will agree with your statement there. Let us know how you guys thought of it before. All right, let's see what else we got here. WWE. This is one from WrestleVotes, our friends who have all the WWE news. WWE Raw is set to start at 7 p.m. starting September 15th, 22nd, and 29th. I wonder why. The decision was made some time ago that WWE and Netflix want to see how Raw performs with an earlier start time against Monday Night Football. What do you think, Sean? Sports guy?
I think we're going to be coming in for a Clash of the Podcast about a little bit earlier. That's what I think. But on a sports level, I mean, I like it because it's a smart move. I got to give WWE credit when it's due. Why would you want to go up against Monday Night Football? That's not a smart decision. So what they're doing is they're making an adjustment. I like it because it's smart, and it doesn't interfere with watching football. So I like it as a viewer. But yeah, it's a little bit of a desperate move, but it's a smart move because they're doing what they have to do to ensure that WWE is not going to clash, no pun intended, with Monday Night Football.
Yeah. Matt Lopez says WWE's counter programming Clash now. You see it, brother. You see it. We'll see how long it goes. Maybe me and Sean will. I don't know if you think cutting down. We'll talk offline. Maybe we'll cut the show shorter, or we'll start early. I got to figure something out.
We'll figure something
out. I want your thoughts on this, Sean. Sami Zayn, new U.S. champ, had him defeat Solo. I know he looks happy here, but I think on the inside, Sami Zayn's probably like really hot. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's just me for him. Yeah. Like,
to me, the wrong bloodline number one.
What do you mean? Get into.
And I'm not talking about Solo. I'm talking about Jimmy Uso.
Get into that. No, I want you to.
I will in one moment. If you check the private chat, I'll be right back.
Okay. Sammy wins the United States Championship here, and I don't know. I just feel like Sammy deserves better, but a lot of people don't like Sami Zayn. I don't know where this is coming from. The whole I don't know what's happening here with this Sami Zayn U.S. title push and everything else. The idea of Sami Zayn not being able to hold it down, crazy talk to me. Crazy talk. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys feel the same way in the chat? Like, is Sami Zayn undeserving of this? I'm gonna go to you guys for this. Sami Zayn should be world champion instead of getting a consolation prize. Sami needs a world title run. He can do it all. Could be Sami seem stale or ungenuine. I don't know, Deanna. I don't feel that way, but if people do, please tell me why you feel he's not genuine or he's stale. Maybe he seems lost without the bloodline stuff now. I don't know. But he still bumps into Jimmy and Jay, and they do the slap up and the yeet yeet, and they definitely drop and show love. I didn't realize how close Derek's chair was here. Push that out the way. Sorry, D. But yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling when it comes to that. Honestly, the Rumble in Saudi screams Sami Zayn winning. Now it's not likely possibly. Yeah, I fully think that as well, Matt. Like, I just don't believe it anymore as far as what they're going to end up having Sami do in that situation. And yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get, at least in my opinion, when it comes to that. Yeah, situation hurts, man. It's what it is. It's what it's going to be. When it comes down to it, I'm actually looking forward to hearing Sean's thoughts on Jimmy Uso. When he gets back, I'll definitely give him some time just to speak on how he feels about that. Sami has no direction. The goal seems to be world championship, but he ends up in quite endless side quests. Yeah, and then sometimes you start losing the point of it. Cray says, I think TKO are looking for wrestlers that draws the most have the titles. I mean, that's wrestling 101, right? You should have the championship if you're drawing or if you're someone that people want to see get chased for the championship. That's how it works. That's how I would always say or take it, at least for when it comes down to that. Quite interesting. Most def. Yeah, Craig, you're spot on when it comes to the money, when it comes down to that. Let's see. I know I'm dragging the Sami thing here. Hold on. Ray Thompson has come in with a comment. I'm just happy they took the belt off Solo. I don't see it. I've tried to give Solo a chance. He just doesn't do it for me. I think Solo has something. I think he's a victim of what I've said, like people like Nia Jax and others were. He called him up too quickly. He didn't get to establish his character or anything else like that. Now Solo comes off as kind of mid-card funny guy, and he's in charge of a group. And I think they're still trying to piece together what this group is going to be, what's going to happen with the group. So, yes. Sorry. Go ahead. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I'm going to remove the Solo layout. I was trying to stall here until you got back for so you can give your thoughts on Big Jim.
I just think Jimmy Uso. And tell me if the sound is halfway decent.
No, it's good. I think it's just when this moves on you, there's a mic in there somewhere because it's catching everything. I can hear every movement.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to throw them both in just to save yourself.
Yeah, no problem. Basically, my situation is that I think Jimmy Uso has been vastly overlooked. I mean, obviously, I'm the one who started the Jey Uso bandwagon. But Jimmy, to me, is a very talented guy. Not just from a wrestling standpoint. He's ultra charismatic. He's funny. He's somebody that can be on a promo. He's somebody that can be in vignettes. I don't know what's going on about why he doesn't seem to be able to get the nod. I mean, obviously, I think Triple H is very smart and does everything the right way when it comes to putting belts on people who are supposed to get the titles. So we all know that it can't be Triple H's fault. Oh, boy. But, I mean, I don't know why Triple H is not pulling the trigger. And, again, just similar to the way I said about Jey Uso, that window can close very quickly. It's closing on Jimmy Uso, especially to me, considering that Sami Zayn just won the United States Championship. That was Jimmy. That was supposed to be Jimmy. So what does that say? Does that because we all know that Sami's going to be catapulted into the world title picture, undeservingly so.
I don't think he is.
You think it's a wrap, Rizzy?
For now. But
no, it should be forever. But
why do you not like Sami Zayn?
I didn't say I didn't like Sami Zayn.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I don't like Sami Zayn as world champion.
But he hasn't been it. That's his issue, kind of. Like.
No, I don't like Sami Zayn as being a future world champion. I don't think he's that guy.
Even when he went up against Roman, you thought, Roman should win this. Nah.
Roman definitely should have won. There's no way. I don't care if it was in Cal. I don't care if it was in Sammy's backyard. There's no way. I don't care if it was in Sammy's kitchen. There's no way that Roman Reigns was going to lose that match, nor should he have.
I just think Sami has gotten over to the point of this should be something considered, and nothing has happened. But people are talking like this guy's been burying people.
Always trying to. You're such a nice guy. I don't know where you get this from. Like I'm sure your parents are They are wonderful people. Your wife's a nice lady. You're raising up a beautiful son. You're just a nice guy, Conrad. But you know what? It's time out for that crap. Everybody doesn't deserve to be the champion. Sami Zayn is not world championship material.
Well, we're talking about other people who are going to get bumped up eventually. Okay. Have they done the job that Sami Zayn has done in making other people?
What job has Sami Zayn done?
Sami Zayn, when his best friend came in, he could have been like, look, I know that's my dog, but I'm not doing that. And instead, his first night he becomes champion, he gets dogged out, bro. Like powerbomb.
Last week. I remember.
I know. Then he wrestles him, and you're like, all right, they're going to give Sami some hope. Here we go. This dude gets powerbombed into oblivion. Kevin wins. Kevin rides off into the sunset. Sami gets hurt, and Kevin's, he gets a lot of stuff, and Sami kind of he's got to figure it out again. Sami figures it out again, and they're like, yeah, you've done some good things. He gets moved over to SmackDown. Then he turns heel, and I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. Sami Zayn has made chicken salad with chicken-ish a lot, and he's done it over and over and over again. You've got to see, like, okay, there's some type of talent there with him, and maybe this is just me being a Sami Zayn fan.
He's talented, but somebody who's more talented? Somebody who's not even on the roster anymore. Karrion Kross.
Sami can't control that. He worked with him.
I don't care if he worked with him or not. He won, and he shouldn't have.
But that's not his problem. That's not his fault. Why is he eating it? Blame creative.
What has Sami done to separate himself from everybody else to be a world champion?
He got over in the bloodline situation. That was not meant for him to get over. He did it. It was awesome. But you know who the real star of that was? Jey Uso. Jey Uso was the one who was conflicted. Jey Uso was the one that was going to turn. As a matter of fact, you know who the real MVP of that bloodline situation was? Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso's the one who put the whole thing together. Jimmy brought in Sami Zayn. Jimmy's the one who turned on Roman Reigns the first time. Why does everybody seem to forget this? Sami Zayn's the one that split up the bloodline. That's bullcrap. That's absolute garbage. I think Jimmy is forgotten about because of the heel turns in between, and that what has Jimmy done lately? I think that's what people are going to look at, because now you've wasted a lot of time. We thought Jimmy was going to be in the U.S. title mix at WrestleMania, and instead you've wasted enough time to where it's like, okay, well, now he's out.
Well, you think that's bad? Let me give you some hot takes for that. Let me give you. Sami Zayn should have never beat Gunther at WrestleMania last year.
You've always said that.
Sami Zayn should have not beaten Solo Sikoa last week. Sami Zayn is not world championship material. Period. I like Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn is not Daniel Bryan. Enough of this underdog story. Like, give me a break, bro. Like, he's not him. He's not him. Jimmy's more him than Sami Zayn is. Point blank period, bro. Point blank period.
I don't know if I can give it up to Jimmy. Like, listen, Jay's reactions you can't deny.
Conrad, you gotta take what you say about the Usos with a grain of salt. Because you said Jay wasn't him either. Well, I don't know what that face is.
I don't want to tell you. I'm talking about how he was treated, bro. He got the 0-2 Chris Jericho title reign, and I hate that. Like, to me, that's disrespect. Like, you just did it to do it, to say you did it. Like,
Ray, I see your comment. Ray, Jeff Hardy is better in his prime than Sami Zayn is. But go ahead, Conrad.
I don't want to get into. Now we're going to get into like how people behave off the screen. I don't want to get into.
Going to do that, bro? Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Stick with what the question I just threw at you, bro. I just challenged you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, how would you feel if you were saying
you said that Jay was not him?
Yeah, I'm standing on that though. Like, did you think Triple H treated him well during his title reign? I know he got it. You were happy, but
I think considering the fact that Triple H is a moron. Hi, my name is Sean. The opinions of Sean Hubbard do not reflect the opinions of Conrad Cushman necessarily. Because Triple H is a moron, Triple H took way too long to give Jay the title to the point where almost it was too late. So I'm thankful that he got it because he almost didn't get it at all, to answer your question.
Yeah. I'm going to put a pin in this because I think we could go really deeper into this.
Sami Zayn. Come on, bro.
Deanna said, ask that crowd 30.
Thank you, Deanna. See, Deanna gets it, bro.
No, I get it too.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't get it.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, because I'm going to push it back to creative. If they see all these people yeeting and all these people buying shirts, why isn't Jey Uso the champion again then? Why is he the champion?
WWE does stupid crap. Hello? This is Clash of the Podcast. This is the place where the phrase, that's a good idea, ... You know what that means, originated. Where do you think I came up with that phrase? That's our phrase. You know why it's our phrase? Because WWE does stupid crap. What is going on with you today, Conrad? Are you forgetting who we're talking about? This is Triple H. He's not good at his job. Come on, man.
Let's save this. Let's save this. No, but I just don't. I think people are not giving Sammy enough credit for what he has done. He has done a good job with what he's been given.
Oh my God, bro.
Go back. He delivered banger matches, great character work. He's done it every single time. Dude, they tried to make him a manager. I digress.
Okay.
I'm gonna move forward for now, but I think we should.
Your argument is indirectly. I'm gonna say indirectly because I'm not gonna insult you because I know it's indirectly giving WWE way too much credit from a creative standpoint.
What, in helping make Sammy?
Yes,
but some of it is just Sammy's doing.
Yes, and I agree with that, but that doesn't mean he's world championship material.
I don't think so, but I think he's deserved better than what he's been given.
What? I'm keeping calm strictly because I don't want my mic to blow people's ears out. Multiple time Intercontinental Champion, multiple time Tag Team Champion, WrestleMania main event, United States Champion. But you know what? That's Sami Zayn. He hasn't gotten anything, man. Like that dude, man, he is just, I don't know, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying when do you give him the shot? What does he need to get the shot then?
Shot at what, the world title?
Yes. He wants it one time. What does he need to do then? I'm sure he's asking that question as well.
First of all, we know he's going to get it. That's why this storyline exists.
You think so? I don't believe it anymore. I really don't. I think, were you the one who just said CM Punk's winning one of those world titles? I agree with you.
Okay.
It's not happening.
Okay.
It's not happening. And the other matches, it's either Seth and Roman or Punk and Cody. That's it. Or Roman, you're going to inverse those four names. That's it. We're Sammy. There's no Sammy in that mix. Unless Sammy gets super hot and they make it a triple threat, it ain't happening, bro.
Well, I hear you, brother.
I'll leave it here. Put a pin in this, though. If we have a short week, I think we should get more into that. Remind me about
I will fight you to the nth degree about this one.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because you lost a lot. As smart as you are, and you are very intelligent, my brother, you said Jey Uso was not him. You said Jey Uso will never be world champion. You tried to talk me down off of that ledge for a year and a half.
I'm shocked they did it. I can't believe they did it. I'm surprised you don't give Triple H more credence because he did that. I was like,
oh
nah,
well, you know what? Like I said before, a stupid dead clock is right twice a day.
I can't believe he beat Gunther. I mean, once he won the what was it, the Rumble? I was like, you have to do it now. You have to do it.
And if you watch that show Unreal, they still weren't sure. They were going back and forth about if Gunther was going to win the match.
Yeah, whatever. If they believe that. Like I said, people hated Michael Hayes after that too.
Yeah.
they were giving a mess. Little free promotion here for local West Side Gun had a show here in Buffalo, Fourth Rope. I went to the show. Heels Have Eyes. You're gonna probably see it on YouTube. I'm not gonna post anything that's too much of a spoiler here. But if you saw the shorts, we put it up. I got to sit. I think it was second row, ringside. Very fun show. If you guys get the chance, if you are a hip hop fan and you like pro wrestling, it's like a clash of them. Got a free concert out of the deal too. We got to see rapper Joey Badass. We saw Styles P. I'm trying to think of who else came out. Bun B was there. Like, it was very cool. They performed while they set up a cage for a cage match. And I was like, that's a smart way to keep people engaged. Like, nah, don't leave yet. I know it's going to take a minute. Don't leave yet. And they crowned their Fourth Rope Women's Championship. I actually like this, but I thought it looked really good.
I mean, I like it. Actually, I like the promotion a lot. I hope they come to New York soon.
Yeah. Hopefully they get some of that.
I want to respect the good people of Buffalo. I hope they come to lower New York soon.
Thank you. We appreciate that. More into other things, but while we're in this news section here, Andrew Zarian, hearing that there will be an announcement regarding AEW pay-per-views on HBO Max in the coming weeks. They just updated their terms. I think it's basically just going to be that they'll have the pay-per-views available. I think they minus out what they charge for Max, and you can get the shows.
I hope they do the right thing because it doesn't sound like they're going to include the pay-per-views.
They don't have the money to pony up for it.
Okay, gotcha.
So if they don't have the bread, how are you going to get it?
No, I hear you, bro.
I feel for them because a lot of these people are going broke.
You know who's killing it right now? I think we talked about this before. You know who's killing it right now starting in January? UFC. UFC is including the pay-per-views in the Paramount subscription.
You know who's killing their business right now? Paramount. Go ahead.
Paramount just signed for $7 million. $7 billion.
But do you think they're going to make that money back?
I think that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Paramount got the money. Or excuse me, I take that back. UFC got the money. Paramount is hoping the money comes. Right, I got you.
I'll tell you a lawsuit after that happened.
Okay, gotcha. All I'm saying is this, bro, and maybe this is me coming from strictly a fan perspective. Charge me. I'm not going to go too high. Just give me a second. I'm going to go super high, but not like ridiculously. Charge me $24.99 a month. Charge me $24.99 a month, but include library, include all pay-per-views and special events, and include all live programming, and I think it's worth it. That's the reason why this new deal with ESPN is not worth it. Because, shout out to our good friend Joel. Joel explained to me, just because you have ESPN doesn't mean you're all good to go. Because what if they say it's an ESPN Unlimited exclusive? Then what are you going to do? You have to buy the subscription.
Touche. I mean, I don't know. If you have a hot product.
Let me give you a little bit more perspective, then we'll move on. UFC was charging $79.99 a month, $79.99 a show for their pay-per-views, in addition to what it would cost to get ESPN Plus. Now you're going to go to Paramount, and I believe the number is $14.99, somewhere in that ballpark. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's going to be $14.99, even if it was $16, even if it was $19.99. It's going to be such and such amount of money per month, and those $79.99 pay-per-views are going to be free with the subscription.
It's not free, though. You're paying for it, but how does Paramount make their money back on it? Unless this is a lost leader, similar to the NFL.
The way they make their money back, thank you, Emleezy, is $13.99. They make their money back by more. Let me ask you a question, Brother Conrad, my brother from another mother. Are you currently subscribed to Paramount?
I don't know how to answer that. No, we'll say no.
Neither am I, but you know what? I will be.
I probably won't be, but I'll tell you why after, though.
Okay.
But yes, absolutely. Ads, you better hold. the ads don't make enough money on subscription-based stuff. I hope people know that. That's why I'm telling you guys this. Like, I'm not crazy. They don't make enough money on it yet. It's not. You can't charge people the price
what
of
Emily's saying is that it's going to be $13.99. Correct me if I'm wrong, Emily. I think he's saying it's going to be $13.99 for the Paramount with the ads. So even if they bump it up, let's say it's $19.99 for no ads. You don't think that's worth it?
No, it's a great deal for a consumer. Fan, here we go. I got to separate again.
Let's go.
Fan Conrad, great deal. Yay, if I like that.
There's no shame in my game, bro. Educate me. I give it to me.
Business Conrad, you're not going to make the money back on this.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The entire UFC community. You know how big the combat sports community is? It is massive.
I just hope that people are going to be willing to pay for it, because I think you're going to get more streams that are going to be available illegally. But we'll see.
You know what this means?
Look at me.
Do you see the excitement that I have about this? You don't think every MMA fan in the world feels the same way?
I hope.
Conrad, see, you're being too diplomatic. $79.99 was the price point for the pay-per-views. $79.99.
You think everyone was paying that too?
That's not the point.
No, yes it is. We're never going to pay. That's my point. I never paid for UFC. I'm not going to pay for UFC at that price point. I'm not.
Okay. I got you.
If it's on in a bar, sure. Great, you paid for it, not me.
Fair enough. But I'm just saying, $80. $80 was the price point.
I know. But it's a better deal. I'm just saying, does Paramount ever make the money off of it and make it back? All these streaming services aren't going to last. We're going to get down to at least like 2-3 big ones, and that's it. I think that's my prediction, at least. But
by the way, one more thing, and I promise you, I'll let you move on, my brother. I wish ESPN was really doing the right thing. I wish WWE and UFC were really doing the right thing, because UFC and WWE are already in bed together, right? Mm-hmm. Why are not UFC and WWE in bed together as it relates? Thank you, Matt. Not in bed together as it relates to this new streaming deal. It should be. Let me tell you something, Conrad Cushman. Oh, when I say Conrad Cushman, you know I'm being serious. Conrad Cushman, my hand to God. Look at me, Conrad. My hand to God. If ESPN said they were charging $49.99 a month, $49.99, all their library, all WWE, all UFC, I would have signed up the same day.
Power to you, my brother. Power to you.
You wouldn't? You wouldn't?
I'll tell you this. I have not been enthralled with UFC for years.
Okay, so it doesn't apply if you're not really into it.
Right. Not currently, at least. Like I'm more of the GSP when we had different fights.
So the sake of this argument, you have to imagine that you're a massive MMA fan.
Okay, yeah, then I can see why people would want to sign up for it. And then if you like football and everything else, that's a dub. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying. MJB, thank you for the $2 super chat. The WWE Network wasn't broken; they fixed it.
It was broken, MJB, and I'm going to say something, bro, to you. I'm agreeing with you and disagreeing at the same time, and it's something I got to give Conrad credit for. WWE was a wrestling fan's dream, but for $9.99, you knew it would never last. And Conrad tried to tell me. Conrad was like, "Sean, enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can." And I didn't want to believe it. I was like, yes, this is going to be great. Even if they bump it up a couple of dollars, it's still going to be great. Even if they bump it up $5, it's still going to be, if they bump it up $10. But you know what? Conrad was right. WWE Network was the most amazing streaming service I've ever had. But it was not for $9.99. It just wasn't going to last, bro.
Hold on here. And you know what? I'm going to be kind. I'm doing something actually right now. I'm doing math on the air.
Okay, big shout out to Conrad while he does that. And big shout out to M. Leezy. I know you'd feel me on that, M. Leezy, because I'm telling you, bro, if they had come out with a press release, starting in January, UFC and WWE, all their library and all their pay-per-views, $49.99 a month, I would have signed up the same day.
I just put in how much money, if you got people to sign up for the $13 tier, how many things you would need to sell to get to that.
Oh no, not $13 tier, my brother. Oh, it is. Oh, I'm sorry. It's $12.99. You're right.
Holy smokes, bro! You still need a lot. Like I said, it's good. They're going to need more than that to make money on this deal, but I think they're hoping like that Lost Leader. This helps us.
Well, one thing we could agree on as we definitely transition to the next topic. One thing we could definitely agree on. Big shout out to UFC for making our financial lives a lot easier for those who love UFC.
Yes. Two quick topics I'm going to nail real quick. Dre Maker put this up from the media scrum after the Ring of Honor show. Tony Khan has asked about bringing back Dark and Elevation and if ROH will be on HBO Max. TK says intentionally he's been putting more ROH episodes on YouTube for free. I hope people have peeped that. And on AEW's YouTube channel for this exact reason. Almost a hybrid in keeping the soul of Dark Elevation alive in 2025. I think ROH as a company, you can't put on those shows where you don't have anything on them week to week, and then the pay-per-views come and you're like, get excited. As a wrestling fan, I usually do, but you got to be careful with how often you're going to put on just like squash match shows and everything.
Can I address something that Deanna just said?
Yes.
Big shout out to our friend Deanna. Yeah. We here at Clash of the Podcast do not condone the usage of VPN for any purposes other than what they're intended for. However, to answer your question and being real, because we are real on the show, the answer is 100% yes. It would be cheaper and it would be smarter.
Don't Stephanie McMahon us now. She got in trouble this week too for that ad.
Well, I'm saying we don't condone it, but to answer her question and being real, of course.
Yeah, I see people talking about it. Yeah, Stephanie McMahon will condone the use of it.
Yo, I've heard a couple of things about that. She actually said VPN is okay.
Oh, she has an ad like use
really?
Blah 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 /Steph to get X amount off.
Yeah, but that won't last long. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I think someone's gonna be like, but she doesn't work for the company, by the way.
Okay, gotcha.
They're gonna definitely do come here. Don't do that. And I wanted to highlight today one of the most important wrestling events took place. All In. Before we get into this Ring of Honor, it was a Ring of Honor produced show. Anything you want to say about All In, Sean? I know they could listen to. I think we probably have old episodes up on both of our stuff, but
All In made. I'm trying to think if it's going to sound way too over the top. No, it doesn't. It's the truth. All In reinvigorated my love for professional wrestling. Period.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Death Before Dishonor. I guess we'll speed through this real quick, Sean, just so we don't take up too much more time. It is Labor Day. Death Before Dishonor. I love the artwork for this. I thought it was kind of cool with the medieval times. Way different than all of the Death Before Dishonors we got before. You had Jay Lethal on 0 Hour, which seems like a crazy thing to say, but very weird. It seems like he's kind of a player coach at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He wrestled Jordan Oliver from the Indies. You had a 3-way tag match, Dark Order, the Frat House, MXM Collection. MXM did like the Rick Martel, sprayed cologne or perfume in the face. They're with, what's his name? Johnny Elite? I don't know. Johnny TV, whatever he's called.
Whatever he's called this.
Yeah, they had a match. You started to see Pure Rules women's matches now. Ashley Vox, tremendous indie talent if you don't know, and Billy Starks went at it. Billy Starks got the win. And then something that set up more later on in the night, but you weren't thinking about that watching the pre-show. Drake Listico, Adam Priest, and Angelico and AR Fox, $50,000 four-way fight. Drake Listico ended up getting the win, and he never wins, so that was different. And I'll run through this, Sean. You just jump in when you're ready for any of this. Tomohiro Ishii and Hologram versus the Premier Athletes. We all know the deal here, right? With them. Tony Nese has been working in a coach role. I think Davari may end up in that same role. Ishii and Hologram get the dub. They do tease that little Hologram might have like a, fake Broham or something that's been messing around with the formula in the background of his video. So it looks like we're going to get like good Hologram versus bad Hologram.
Yeah, similar to the Sin Caras or something like that. Yeah.
Undertaker, we've seen this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Maybe they end up being a tag team. I don't know. Sammy Guevara had to fill in for Dustin Rhodes to defend the six-man trios tag titles, whatever they're calling them in Ring of Honor. They went against Shane Taylor Promotions. I had watched Shane Taylor Promotions the night before, at least the Infantry on that Fourth Rope show. And you know what? I was probably one of the few people cheering him. I'm happy to say, Sean, we got ourselves new. This should have probably happened way before, but we got it.
Yo, Shane Taylor definitely represents for the guys, man. Respect.
Yeah, love it. They talked their mess afterwards. We also know that they finally came out with the bracket for the ROH Women's Pure Championship Tournament. These are the brackets, and we had our first match. So we had Taya Valkyrie, Queen Aminata. Queen Aminata gets the big dub here. Afterwards, Deonna Purrazzo came out. He mentioned on the media call, Sean, Deonna's going to get more of a focus. She's been going to school. He thought she got a bad rap, and he paused stuff for a little bit. Now he's bringing her back into the mix. So
nice.
For everybody wondering where she's been. We have Blake Christian and Lee Johnson, now known as the Swirl, going up against the Kingdom. Yeah, the Swirl gets the win here, too.
Well, I mean, I'm glad they won something. They didn't win the battle of the names.
He's vanilla, baby. Well, Blake Christian's supposed to be cornball.
I get it. That doesn't make it better. I get it.
I think they're really good.
I also got Pop-Tarts with frosting on them, but that doesn't make it good. And yes, I know I'm on an island all by myself on that one.
Listen, anyone who eats unfrosted Pop-Tarts, I don't trust.
Well, you don't trust me because that's the only way to go, brother.
Boo! So, Lee Moriarty goes up against, oh my goodness. I think it's Shula. I've been pronouncing this wrong. So Lee Moriarty gets Shula for the Pure Championship. Lee Moriarty continues to prove why he is one of the best in the game, and I do see Lee Moriarty as a future star for AEW possibly.
Moriarty is definitely good.
Fight Without Honor, QT Marshall, Paul Walter Hauser. I really, really enjoyed this matchup here. Paul Walter Hauser put on, man, for someone who didn't do this, and I put the most PG picture I could because I know we will get in trouble for these other ones. QT was going through glass. He went through glass. He had thumbtacks in his head afterwards. This is a Golden Globe winner. He doesn't have to do this. Going back to acting and doing all this. Good match. QT gets the win, though.
Yes, sir. And I love when people come from the street, figuratively from the street, and actually take it seriously.
Right? People are talking about Pop-Tarts in the chat going in. I love it.
Bro, like sometimes if it ain't broke, you know the rest. Don't put frosting on it.
Please.
Only one thing I put frosting. Never mind.
Moving on. I had to think a little bit there.
Shout out to my future wife.
Sammy Guevara and a mystery partner versus the Outrunners. Sean, you would have thought this is the time the Outrunners do this, but Sammy Guevara's been acting funny lately.
He has been.
What do you think? What do you think of this? Drag Listico, Sammy Guevara joins LFI and beats up his fellow Sons of Texas members.
Yo, Sammy Guevara's a natural heel. You had to expect that.
Bro, he was getting crapped on. He did a great move, landed it perfectly. They were like, "You're still not good. You're still not good." I was like, "What do you want him to do?"
Like he's just one of those guys that he's not going to do any right in the eyes of the fans.
Yeah. I'm interested in Evil Sin Cara, Strawberry Frosted. You guys are crazy in the chat. I love it. And now here we are. They turned on in the second half of the show. Shout out to Bandito with the tag titles now as well. Bandito, Hechicero. Sean, I told you last week, I mentioned two names to you. Bandito has been that boy all year long.
Yeah, and I know the other name.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm going to stand on that. Bandito has delivered, though, for Ring of Honor. Big time. That match with Hechicero, fantastic, bro.
No argument there.
That little airplane spin off the rope, I don't know if you had a chance to watch the full match, bro.
I saw some of it in the car, yeah.
The little airplane spin off of the apron. I don't know what Hechicero thought he was doing, that he just jumped down with his back there. I was like, bro, he's going to land on you.
Yeah, for real.
They both crashed. Really good, though. Like I said, they were putting on, man. You saw surfboards in this bad boy.
Surfboard.
They did the classic Ring of Honor, as Rob likes to call it, and I love this. Ring of Honor. German suplexes off the top rope. Boom, big move. DDT. 1, 2, 3. What? Like that's what ended the match.
Hashtag this is wrestling.
Yeah. But I like that they do that sometimes. Bandito wins. Fantastic champion. Bandito's name's got to be up there when we're talking like who's your top male performer of the year. I'm putting him in there. He's got to be. Am I lying, Sean?
But you're always you know if there was a picture of someone If there was a picture associated with the term "prisoner of the moment," it's you, Conrad.
Bull crap. A moment is not a year. It's not a year. He did this with Jericho. No one complained about the Chris Jericho match with Bandito.
Bandito is a very good professional wrestler.
Fantastic, bro.
He's a very good professional wrestler. I salute him for his very astute wrestling ability. I don't know what you want from me, bro. Like I'm not gonna be a prisoner.
I want more. Hey, this isn't a moment. We just talked about All In. Guess who was in the main event of All In, Sean? I'll let you take a guess. Guess what? One of the names that was in the main event.
I don't need to guess because I know, bro. I get it. I understand.
He's good.
But just I know it's kind of weird to hear me say this to you because it's usually the other way around. You gotta relax, bro. You gotta bring it down a smidge. Bring it down a smidge.
Listen,
good.
Two great singles wrestlers are gone. You have to find people that are going to be able to step in.
Okay, I hear you. I mean, wouldn't be Bandito in my opinion, but okay.
You got to try. Got to try.
I don't got to do nothing. To me, I know who. Look, bring back. Don't get me started, bro.
Wardlow? Who do you want?
Wardlow. I can't stand Wardlow. No. Are you kidding me? Wardlow.
I'm just saying. I think he's had a really, really good year throughout the year. If you look
back
at all the
he has had a good year.
Sean, I'm just reminding people of these names because I know people are going to forget at the end of the year. You know who else's name I'm going to say? Don't work for any of the big companies that people talk about all the time on here. Mystico. Mystico's name should be in there.
That's somebody I would agree is fantastic.
But you know what people want to bring up?
He's better than Bandito.
He was Sin Cara.
But again, what I'm trying to see, I'm not unfair, bro. You see, when you said Mystico, I was like, yo, Bandito is not better than Mystico.
He's been on point. They had a great match with each other. But what I'm saying is, I want to hear different names.
I'm not just being a jerk, bro. Like when you give me the name, give me the name, give me the guy who you think is the best wrestler in the world today. Give it to me.
Konosuke Takeshi's. Listen. I'm not. My choice hasn't been made yet. I'm just telling you the names that I feel are in.
And then I immediately, and to your credit, I immediately gave you two names, and you were like, ooh. So if you're saying ooh, that means
well, time out. Well, here's the thing. We still have 3 to 4 months left of this, and they're not going to be oohing anything. So that automatically.
Is that a T-shirt? Is that a T-shirt?
It could be. It should knock them down a peg, though, right?
Right.
It's September, no Grand Slam announcement. I don't think they're going to go to New York.
Yeah, I don't think they're going back to New York again.
Yeah. Main event. They gave it to Athena and Mina Shirakawa, who was the interim ROH TV champion.
Mina, a woman that I said is a hidden gem in AEW.
Not wrong. And she's out here. She's in the main event spot with Athena. I thought they put on a fantastic match. And as we both said, 1,000 days. It's happening.
Listen, that's one time. Listen, Athena makes me happy to be wrong. I was so wrong, and I'm proud to admit it. She is the real deal, man.
Yeah. 1,000 days, but now that we've hit 1,000, Sean, is it time to wrap this up so that she can focus on the main AEW roster stuff, or do you like her trap?
I would normally say yes, but she already lost. So, where do we go from here?
No, I'm talking about lose the title. I know.
I'm saying I'm agreeing with you, but where does she go from here? She already lost.
Listen. Mercedes is going to have to start losing all those belts eventually.
I guess
the question is, who do you pick?
Yeah,
but is she the TBS champ or?
I think Athena's worthy to be a world champion, but I don't know how they're going to do it when she just lost.
I think they'll get there eventually, and she might be the one to beat Mercedes in the future.
I hope you're right. Listen, I hope you're right. I don't know, man.
When you got talent, I guess you got good problems, right?
Amen to that. We agree on that. Unlike Bandito.
They did announce for All Out Toronto. We have our first match announced. Adam Copeland, Christian Cage versus FTR. Looking forward to that coming up. We also have WrestlePalooza that's going to be happening the same day. As we know, the card will probably be getting set tonight here on Monday Night Raw. I know they announced some stuff with Punk tonight. I think there's a trios match with who is it? The War Raiders and Penta versus the New Day and Grayson Waller. I don't even know if he's officially in or not.
Look at the comment though. Like, where do you know that person?
E saying Athena San Martino.
No, not E. E's a friend of the show. I'm talking about the second comment.
Oh, I have no idea who that is, but
Right.
no, but that's slander. Though. That's slander, good sir. But you can get
wanted
sued
to bring
for
that to your attention. I think we should.
yeah,
handle
no,
this.
keep talking. Keep talking and get sued. do what you want.
Gotcha.
We have AJ Styles versus Dom tonight for the Intercontinental title shot.
Book it, and I'm not happy about it, but book it and new.
Okay. Oh man, that sucks, Miracle. I'm sorry. Miracle said he can't make the Toronto show. I don't think they do it though. I still think Dom ends up retaining here.
And new. Book it.
And don't forget, TNA is going to be in Lowell, Massachusetts in a little over a month from now. If you guys are interested in seeing Bound for Glory, their big card of the year. Hopefully they do the right thing here.
Bound for something.
Sean, take us out, my friend. Take us out.
All I got to say, man, is happy Labor Day, Conrad. Happy Labor Day, chat. It was a tremendous trip I had with my family down at Virginia Beach. Got home just in time to do this show with Conrad. Going over to my family's house now to barbecue, man. So I'm really excited about that. Conrad, I hope you have some plans for the day, even if it's just a chill. Hope you all have plans for the day, even if it's just a chill. But if not, I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day. Me and Conrad, 157 strong, bro. And we are still just getting started. So on behalf of our good friend, my good friend Conrad, my name is Sean. Chat, we appreciate you guys greatly. Have a wonderful rest of your Labor Day. And as always, make sure you check out Conrad and my guy Derek Wednesday night for their amazing AEW review. Hubbonomics is Thursday night. And I believe I'm going to pretty much lock it in next Thursday night. This Thursday night, Hubbonomics. But the following Thursday night will be the official Conrad, are you fighting on that night? No, not Conrad. Crawford versus Canelo pay-per-view preview. So make sure you look out for that. Both shows will be put out on the Hubbard Wrestling Weekly YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. And as always, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, regular scheduled time, next Monday night, right here on the Mothership Babies. Everything Pro Wrestling for Clash of the Podcast. So again, on behalf of Conrad, my name is Sean. He's Everything Pro Wrestling. I'm Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, and we are Clash of the Podcast. God bless. Be encouraged. Happy Labor Day. Evil never prevails.